May we call on Kabayan JB, Justin Brownlee. Kabayan. Japet Aguilar. L.A. Tenorio. Scotty Thompson. Christian Stanhardiger. And Jimmy Malonzo. May we ask the captain to come over at the front table? The captain of Barangay Ginebra, L.A. Tenorio, the Iron Man. And now let's call on our finalists from Hong Kong, our guest team, the Bay Area Dragons. Coach Tim Cone, I'm so sorry. Coach Tim Cone, of all the guys, how could I miss the winningest coach of the PBA? Coach Tim Cone, what about a big round of applause for Coach Tim? Oh my gosh. He has led Barangay Ginebra to 3 championships in the last 5 conferences. He's chasing his 25th PBA championship, over 1,000 wins in his PBA coaching career. Coach Tim Cone. Thanks, guys, for reminding me about Coach Tim Cone. All right, let's go over to the Bay Area Dragons. We're so excited to have our guest team in the finals, representing the East Asia Super League. First of all, the EASL Philippine country manager and representing the Bay Area on the presidential table. Let's call in Banjo Albano. And I'm not going to make a mistake this time. The head coach of the Bay Area Dragons, none other than the legendary Brian Gurgen. All right. And now let's call in the players. First off, the team captain representing the Dragons, we've got Duncan Reed. Come on over, Duncan. And you're sitting right beside Coach Brian. Hi there, Duncan. You're the most popular player in the scene because you're getting a big round of applause here, not boos. Okay, he says Glenn Yang is the most popular. And talking about Glenn Yang, come over here. Come up on stage. Hey, Glenn. He's more popular. And then we've got the man they call Ray Zhu Song Wei, the slasher. Everybody says he cuts that defense like a knife. Maybe we'll call him the knife. Come on over. Ray Song Wei. And then we've got the shooter, the dead shot. He scored 47 points against Rainer Shine in that playoff game. Let's call in Hayden Blackley. Hayden. And then we've got the big guy, 7'5", Lu Chuan Xing. Come on over, Lu. And you notice they're all standing up. They're waiting for the man, the main man of the Bay Area Dragons. Let's call in Andrew Nicholson. All right, now the cast is complete. We'll start now with our press conference, but just to tease you a little bit, did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? Okay. Oh, no, Lou's here. Sorry. Okay. Well, we also want to acknowledge the presence of a lot of our special friends from the PBA. Top officials are here. Our legal counsel, attorney Melvin Mendoza, head of PBA properties, Ms. Joe Francisco, head of finance, Ms. Odessa Encarnacion. We've got the executive assistant commissioner, Mitch Flores, and the rest of the staff of the PBA, all represented here. And certainly not the least, and we have to acknowledge the presence of our dear friends from media. What about a big round of applause for the press covering the PBA from start to finish? And this is going to be quite a wind-up. I don't know if the commissioner will allow me. I just want to say a few things about the finals because I think this is the finals made in heaven. And to prove it, well, we've got 2 legendary coaches. Nasabi na natin kanina si Tim Cone, chasing after his 25th championship. This guy has won more PBA games than any coach in the business, but he's ranged against Brian Gurgen. Let me say that he is the only coach who has brought an Olympic medal to any country in Asia, Oceania, and the Pacific. That's Brian Gurgen for you, bringing a bronze medal to Australia in the last Tokyo Olympics. Now, some stats that maybe we can chew on. Some stats. Hindi na magtatagal, Commissioner. But I just want to be able to say why this matchup is such a glorious matchup. Barangay Ginebra happens to be number 1 in assists, and they're averaging 26.9 a game. Bay Area is number 1 in least assists allowed at 18.1. Wow, I mean, that is a comparison. Bay Area is number 1 in offense, 110.4 points a game. But guess what? Ginebra is number 2 in defense. They're giving up only 93.9 points. Kanya ang ganda ng matchup. You've got offense, you've got defense. This is really a matchup made in heaven. Okay, that's my piece. I want to be able to now give you our dear Commissioner, Commissioner Willie Marshall, for his words as we set off this press conference.
Sorry for my voice, a little bit under the weather. Coach, I hear the antigen, 2 lines. That's negative, right? No, joking. So, a great matchup, a great series. We have, like Kinito said, we have 2 great coaches, international and national coaches. We have top caliber players in this conference. This is a big treat and a Christmas gift to the fans. So enjoy, relax. I cannot speak anymore. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Maraming salamat, Commissioner. And yes, Commissioner tested negative. So okay lang, Commissioner. And thank you for, despite being under the weather, that you're here with us and enjoying this press conference and also leading the way for our finals. By the way, meron po tayong text galing kay Mr. Matt Bayer, who is the CEO of the East Asia Super League. And he confirms that all the games in the finals will be live streamed on EASL and the Dragon social media accounts, and it will be shown in mainland China. That will open the doors to our final games to China, and that is a potential million viewers. So what a big treat. Commissioner, this is going to be streamed to China. The potential of fans watching the finals will be enormous. Million yan, because mainland China is going to be watching the PBA finals on live stream. Okay, now let's call on Barangay Ginebra PBA Governor Al Francis Chua for his words.
Good afternoon, everyone. To all the sports writer, commissioner, coach, both coaches, of course, Barangay Ginebra, the Dragons. I'm waiting for this for the longest time, playing 2 great coaches. Players are so disciplined the other side. Same thing with Ginebra, and it's going to be a great game. So I'm inviting everyone to watch this coming Christmas. You guys are going to enjoy this game. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Governor Al. And now may we call on EASL Philippine head Banjo Albano for his words.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Bay Area Dragons and the East Asia Super League, we're very excited for the upcoming finals matchup with Barangay Ginebra and of course the Bay Area Dragons. As Kinito mentioned, we'll be streaming live in mainland China. As we all know, the Philippines has a great love for this game, and we want to make sure that we show the best with coach and the team here preparing. I know Coach Tim Cohn has his gang over there ready as well. So it should be a great series, and we're really excited. And again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Banjo. And guys, let's not forget, Bay Area has won 8 of its last 9 games. Barangay Ginebra has won 7 of its last 8 games. Kanya, this is a collision course. Okay, now let's hear it from Bay Area head coach Brian Gurgen. Coach Brian, what does these finals mean to you?
Well, one, just thank the PBA, and Willie and I met earlier at the start of this, and there was a vision for this whole process of having the Bay Area Dragons here. And hopefully, is what was just said, bringing an international element to your competition and something new, something exciting. And for us, an opportunity to grow this team and develop and bring something to you. And the PBA experience for my team, well, let's start with the opposition as we get into this finals. Nothing but respect. You talk about the coaches, but the game of basketball is about players. And this is a tremendous basketball team that's recognized not only in the PBA, but internationally as a powerhouse. And number two is obviously what Tim Cohn's done with this team, what they run and how they play. So nothing but respect for the opposition. And for the Bay Area Dragons, I'm just really proud of the way the Chinese on this team, the youth of our team, have developed over the course of the season and how they've improved. And I know we've got a tremendous player in Andrew Nicholson. We love what he's brought to our team, but the growth in this and why we're here is the development of the Chinese players that are playing in this. They've gotten better by being a part of the PBA. So thank you for having us. We're really, really excited to be in a country where basketball is number one and to play in an environment like we're going to play in. If it does get to game 7, to play in front of 50,000 people is something incredible, mind-blowing. So just been enjoying and thanking everybody. We wish you all a Merry Christmas. And again, we look forward to this and respect and thank you.
Maraming salamat, Coach Brian. And he did mention, kung aabot po tayo ng game 7, that will be played at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Wow, that would be amazing. Okay, now let's hear from Barangay Ginebra coach Tim Cohn.
Thank you. Well, it's just a big thrill to be a part of this. It always is, and it's special thrill because of who we're playing and what they brought to the league. I remember Knito, you telling me, what was it? I don't know, maybe 5-6 months ago that Coach Brian was going to be coach at the ESAL, and you wanted me to write something about it. And then when we found out he was coming to play in the league, we knew that he's always been, legendary. And sorry, I don't want to use that term, but and we knew that he would bring a great team. We knew that the team would be, they would display all the things that we all want to be like, and we certainly weren't disappointed, or we haven't been disappointed. And they took down a really strong San Miguel team. It was a tough series, but they took them down. And so we know we have our hands full, but we're embracing the challenge. And to be honest, it's we're playing for more than ourselves. We've talked about this as a team. We're playing for more than just ourselves. We're playing for more than just Ginebra. We're playing for the league and we're playing for the country. It almost feels like we're a national team, which is really cool and a lot of fun for us. So, lots at stake in this particular time. And this may be the best finals I've ever been in. And I've been in a few. So really looking forward to this one. And obviously the respect is tenfold going back at you. So all the best for everybody. And I think the fans are going to have just an awesome time watching these two teams play. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Tim. For sure, it's going to be an awesome experience in the PBA Commissioners Cup Finals. And now let's hear from the team captain of Barangay Ginebra, the Iron Man. He's 38 years old, but man, he's really turned it up a notch in the playoffs. In the eliminations, LA Tenorio averaged 4.7 points. In the playoffs, he's averaging 13 points. He reserves his best for last Let's hear it now from LA Tenorio.
Thank you, Sir Benito, for mentioning my age. No, good afternoon, everyone. Friends, mga friends natin dyan sa press and of course sa PBA. It's nice to be back here again in the press con. It's always been like we're always looking forward, to this kind of atmosphere before the finals, magandang simula to for the finals. And again, just like what Coach Tim said, we're really looking forward for this finals, because I think this is also my first time to play in the finals against non-PBA team. I don't know, and I don't remember the last time I see a PBA game with a guest team playing in the finals against a PBA team, and I'm really looking forward. Maybe this is my first and last, or I don't know, diba? So that's why I said a while ago in the interview, I'm looking forward for this, and I'll make the most out of it. Maybe, diba? This is a great opportunity not only for the players but also for the fans. And just like what Coach Tim also mentioned, we're like a national team, diba? So I think if you're a home team, diba, you have to protect your home. So I think that's why we have to be ready for that also. And it's a big challenge for us, especially playing against the Bay Dragons. And we know how good they are, how disciplined they are, how great team they are. So we're gonna be ready for sure. And of course, this championship will be not only for us, for our families, but also for the fans. So yun lang po. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'll see you in the games. Merry Christmas po sa inyo lahat.
Maraming salamat, LA. And guys, what do you say? I'm saying years and years and years from now, maglalaro pa si LA Tenorio. What do you say? LA Tenorio is a 7-time champion. He's a 4-time finals MVP, and he's getting better and better year after year. At saka wala upset. Iron Man nga eh. Yan, Iron Man. And thank you also for that note, Governor Al. We also want to say that this is also Governor Al's 15th straight championship appearance with teams that he has handled. Out of the 15 straight championships, he has won 14. That's an amazing record. And of course, you've got Bay Area hoping to snap that streak. Tama ba? It looks like the Dragons medyo palaban ito. And talking about palaban, let's now hear it from the team captain of the Bay Area Dragons. You guys know him. 2013 in the FIBA Asia Cup held in Manila. He played for Hong Kong. He averaged 11.7 points and 6.4 rebounds. This guy is a 4-time Division A1 champion in Hong Kong. He's a 2-time MVP in Hong Kong. Let's hear it for Duncan Reed.
Thank you, everyone, for having me and also all of my teammates here today. It's a very special opportunity for our team, not just today, but to play in the PBA. Playing within Asia, a lot of us have really looked forward to this opportunity. And also, we have the utmost respect for the Ginebra team. They're a very talented, very well-coached team. We've been watching them this conference, and we're really looking forward to this final series. We're very excited, we're very grateful, but we're also confident. We're a young team, but we're taking it game by game, and we're really well prepared for this final series. We're really looking forward to the atmosphere. The PBA fans, in my mind, they're the best fans in Asia, and we're really excited for this 7-game series. And we hope we can put on a good show and we can bring home the championship.
Best fans in Asia. Yan po ang sabi ni Duncan Reed. Some people say best fans in the world. All right. Can I have the microphone and we'll pass it on to your teammates over here? And now let's introduce. He's very soft-spoken, but boy, when he's on the court, he's loud as ever. This guy played 5 years in the NBA. pwede natin utangan ito kasi malaki yung sweldo niya sa NBA, mga $27.1 million ang nakuha niya. Pero, but this guy is a cold-blooded assassin and he lets his game speak for itself. Let's welcome Andrew Nicholson.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us a part of this league. You know, we're really appreciative to have this experience in the Philippines. We're really embracing the fans that we have, the fans that you guys have, and we're looking forward to having a good game for the next on Christmas.
Thank you, Andrew. By the way, Andrew Nicholson is a part owner of a Max Fried Chicken restaurant in Canada, in Toronto. He's also a part owner of a restaurant called Crane Express that specializes in Filipino delicacies, including his favorite halo-halo. Am I right?
You're absolutely right.
All right,
We do all
okay.
that.
Got right. Can we now have the microphone over to Japet Aguilar? Okay, Japet is a one-time finals MVP. He has also won 7 championships in the PBA. We all know him to be one of the key anchors of the Gilas Pilipinas team moving towards the FIBA World Cup. Let's hear it for Japet Aguilar.
Hello guys, good afternoon. Really hope this for the fans. Hope you guys come and watch us. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Thank you, Jax. And now let's call in the Cignal from the Bay Area Dragons. Sovereign towers over everyone on the floor. And we ask Jimmy Lee from Bay Area to be our interpreter. Let's give a warm Filipino welcome to Yu Chuan Chi.
Okay,
All 7 of him.
Araneta muna.
第一次来到 PBA， 然后打入 PBA 联赛嘛，我就很期待能够把之前我们所训练赌注的付出能够展现给大家吧。
First time in the Philippines, playing the PBA with my teammates. We just want to bring you guys a good show in the final, do what we've been doing in the practice.
Please.
Merry Christmas.
What can do? Okay, thank you very much. The big guy, we're wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Maybe it's not wishing a Merry Christmas to Barangay Ginebra, but happen in the finals. And now let's call on our reigning PBA MVP. And this man has achieved so many things in his PBA career. 6-time PBA champion, 2-time finals MVP. He was the most improved player in both the PBA and the NCAA. And what more can you say? Except let's welcome Scotty Thompson.
Pwede.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much and all of our media friends. Good
Saan
afternoon.
ko forward sa'yo, Messenger?
I think we're looking forward also to this final series. We're excited and I'm sure the fans gonna love it. And we're praying sana mag-enjoy and safe lahat. Especially we know the impact that it has. We're wishing everyone in the wishes.
Maraming salamat, Scotty. And those words coming from a reigning MVP. None of us who want to the Bay Area Dragons. And we'd like to introduce someone who is hitting 43.8% from beyond the arc to 82.4% from the strike. This guy is a dead shot. And he said earlier, he did score 47 points against Raiders in the quarterfinal playoff game this conference. Let's give it to Brgy.
What's up, everyone? Really appreciative of this year and how the fans treated us. Excited for this series. I've never been a part of this one. It's the board, my first time for the playing in front of a Filipino crowd. excited for this series. Yeah, a tough series, but I think it will be one that's fun for all the guys to watch. So, you mentioned like over like the situation series or whatever. So, I think you had a fan of the fun watching this one on the side. So, thanks. And yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John. Thank you. And, of course, his fans from China are going to be watching his game. His mother is from Shanghai, China. So, we're very excited that, the final stage will be live streamed to mainland China. And now, let's go on. I guess you might say that he's the man of the hour. We like to call him Kabayan KP. He's the import of Barangay Ginebra playing his ninth conference. He has won 5 championships with the Ginebra team. Justin Brownlee.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we're just excited. You know, it's gonna be a tough series. Of course, we've been watching these guys for the whole organization. They pretty much kind of run through everybody in the league, so we expect a tough matchup. Definitely gonna have the NSB spirit with us, and another crowd gonna be with us. Yeah, just ready.
Okay, it's gonna be ready. By the way, just to recount during the eliminations, Barangay Ginebra beat Bay Area by 80 points. That was Anthony Nicholson's first game in the PBA. He scored a conference low 28 points in that contest, while Justin Brown scored a conference high 46 points. What a contrast. But you know what? Andrew Nicholson, he's gonna make up for that day, right? Andrew, we're gonna make up for that day. We did this thumbs up. And now let's call in someone who we like to call a slasher. He's like a knife slashing through the defense of everything that he faced against, but he's also a deadly offensive. In the Chinese Basketball Association last season, he shot, let me check my stats here. He shot 84.9% from the line. So this guy will be the active shooting. Don't call him because he's gonna make those shots. Let's hear it now for the man they call Raymond because his name is Raymond. His name is June Song Wen. And we have Jimmy the interpreter. And Raymond, you just wish everyone first a Merry Christmas. Raymond, Merry Christmas first to all of our audience.
Merry Christmas for everyone.
Okay. If you could just say a few words, what the finals means to you, and then we'll have Jimmy interpret. Really?
希望就是我们能够很多然后这边我都as a team, we are well prepared. We are really looking forward to this final match. 我们也是希望在赛场上跟对手互相提高，互相交流。This is a great matchup. We will learn a lot from this series and from our opponent.
Okay, thank you very much. Ray, some way. And now over to the other guy on the side. And this man made a name for himself in the Southeast Asian Games. He's got 2 gold medals in his soccer. And he's also won 3 PBA championships. And in the Magnolia series, he was rejected in game 4, but he'd rather not talk about it, except to say that he wanted to be job and more playing than that's not what happened. But he's such a funny guy, but inside the floor, on the floor, he's a bruiser, he's a tackler, he's a fighter. Let's hear it for Christian 700.
I don't think there's much more to say. I think we kind of said it all already, but thanks for the time on the microphone. I wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're looking forward to the games later. And yeah, I hope everybody can get as much joy the other way as possible.
Thank you very much, Christian.
And over to the Bay Area Dragons. This man has been a firebrand on the floor. He plays with a coaching composure. He is Bay Area's point guard. He's a deadly three-point shooter, but more than that, he provides a lot of leadership on the floor. Someone who has played 2 years in the Spanish League, now bringing his act to the PBA. Glenn Yang.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Mabuhay. And Daga, all like Chinese fans. Just want to say we're super excited to be here. Coach Wood has been preparing us for this series ever since we arrived in Manila. He's always been preaching championship. That's been our goal. So to meet, Ginebra in this series is doing something for us. We know they're gonna be ready, and we're gonna do our best. We're gonna be ready too. So it's gonna be great for the fans. We're all excited for the day and 7 games here. So we're excited, and yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Glenn. Last, certainly not the least, someone who was not yet tasted the PBA championship, but is now on the cup. Someone who has informed PBA fans, no matter what team you're looking for, because of his amazing personality, someone who plays multiple positions. Let's hear it for Jamie Malonzo.
Yeah, this is gonna be my first one, you guys have been here before, so hopefully it's to relive that first championship experience for me. And yeah, I just want to thank Miguel, the press, Boss Willie, Boss Al, my team, and the fans of Ginebra, and of course the Bay Area. Like I said, it's gonna be very exciting. My first one, and so thank you guys. Memorable. Thank you.
All respect coming from Jamie Malonzo. Okay, now we've heard from everyone on stage. We'd like to open up the floor now for any questions from media. Just come up to the microphone, identify yourself, and please mention your affiliation. Oh, Dave Torres is here, by the way, and he's got the roving microphone. Please, your name and your affiliation, Mr. Ginebra.
Afternoon, Ginebra. Coach Ryan. Obviously, language will be going up against each other in the States Island.
Oh, well, I think we'll both agree that it's going to be decided by the players, not by us. And, we just try to be there for them and give them direction and put them in a situation where basically they can succeed. But what it comes down to is going to be what they do on the floor and how they start and how they finish. So, I always, in the finals, I always think it's a players game. It's really, the players are going to step up and shine, and that's basically what he wants. He wants that shine to be out there. So I think probably the hype before it will be about maybe me and Coach Ryan, but once the game starts, it's all going to be about the players. So and that's what I'm looking forward to. And I watch these guys perform on both sides. I mean, they have some really exciting players that are fun to watch and interesting to our guys.
I knew what Tim was going to say. I said it when I first got the mic.
We're playing a team that's got great players, and I've got a very talented team that I'm excited about, and we look forward to the competition, and the game's going to come down to players.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Yes, good afternoon po. Ruben Tarada from Spin. This question is for Commissioner Willie. Na-mention na ni Coach Tim na it's going to be parang a national team yung Ginebra, no? So, what's your expectations sa audience natin, sa venue natin sa MOA Araneta in Philippine Arena. Tingin mo ba mas marami ngayon manonood this finals?
This finals, for sure. Mas madami manonood because, yun nga, ganda yung matchup. Ang Ginebra naman, laging napupuno nila eh. Kahit sinong kalaban. Eksakto, nakalaban pa, Bay Area. So, magandang matchup to. Inaasahan ko kung maglalaro sa Game 7, pero hindi ko alam. Baka mabasta naman ako. Baka umabot tayo ng 90,000. Baka palaruin na natin sa sa Luneta kung pwede.
Any other question? Ruben?
Kung sa schedule, so dun lang sa mga hindi pa nakakalam yung sa venues natin,
Hindi. May konting mix-up. Nandito si Deputy Commissioner Eric Castro, Head ng Operations, to discuss the full ng schedule kasi may konting palitan. Maski na ako nalito eh, ha?
Okay. And by the way, I failed to acknowledge the presence of our dear friend, Deputy Commissioner Eric Castro.
Good afternoon, everyone. It was my fault. I apologize. So, for January 11, we're going to play at Smart Araneta Coliseum, not in MOA. But the rest of the schedule are going to follow as is. So, we'll give you a new schedule, revised schedule for our game, for our final.
So, ako magtatanong. It's right, we have two Araneta games.
Two games at Araneta.
One in December 28
and January 11, Game 6.
Game 6. Game 6 if necessary.
Yes.
Okay. So not all MOA, we have two games. Araneta, alam na naman yung schedule, it will be on December 28. But yun nga, sinasabi ko nag-tweak ng schedule this January 6. January 11. Not in MOA na. It will be in Araneta. We'll give you the schedule. Salamat, Ruben.
And question lang, so if there will be a Game 7, kailan ho yun, Deputy Commissioner?
January 13. January 13.
Friday. That will be Friday?
Yes.
Friday, okay.
Philippine Arena.
It will be at the Philippine Arena. Wow. Okay, maraming salamat, Deputy Commissioner Eric Castro. Let's go on with the questions, Ruben.
This question is for Coach Brian Gorjan. Coach, when you the last time you faced Ginebra, you lost. So, what do you think happened in that game, and what aspect of your game that you would want to change heading into this finals, a rematch against Ginebra?
Well, they've obviously got a great team, but Brownlee ran wild that night. And as everybody's talking about, 46 points. And one of my best friends coached Brownlee in college at St. John's and gave me the heads up that he's a hell of a man and a hell of a player. And we experienced that in that game. And that's was the start of the problem. So there's a lot of avenues that we need to get better at. But it wasn't just, it's something that I hope that we've progressed that over the course of the year leading into this. But again, they're a great basketball team, and the cornerstones of the game, getting back on defense, rebounding, controlling their half court, all those things we're just going to have to be very well polished at in order to win this series. But again, the players know. They'll go out there and play, and we've got our game plan, and we'll see where it takes us. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions, please? By the way, so Justin Brownlee and Andrew Nicholson both come from very holy backgrounds. Andrew Nicholson played at St. Bonaventure. He played 2 years with Matthew Wright. At si Justin Brownlee naman sa St. John's. So pareho silang coming from very saintly universities. Okay, guys, questions?
Jonas Torado, the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Question is for Justin Brownlee. Justin, just your reaction on the compliments given to you by Coach Brian.
Yeah, coming from a great coach, like yourself, is definitely, I'm very grateful and honored to be talked about, in that sense from him. And I do, of course, remember Mike Dunlap. You know, he was a hell of a coach, and you know, got a lot of memories with him as well.
Justin, this is your sixth finals appearance. You're unbeaten in the previous five. You're facing a different team in Bay Area. Just how big of a challenge is this compared to the past appearances you had?
It's definitely is a huge challenge. I think it's probably the biggest challenge that we faced in the finals. A lot of credit to the teams previous, but you know, with their versatility, their size, and we don't know too. I mean, we've seen them this eliminations, but in the past, you know, we play a PBA team. We're more familiar, but with them we less familiar. So I'm sure as the series go along, though, you know, we'll of course figure some things out about them and what they want to do and how they do it. But yeah, it's going to be a big challenge for us though early.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Jonas. Next question, please.
Dennis Andalupang from the Inquirer. Question for Coach Tim. Coach Tim, you've been in this stage for so many times throughout your career here. Just curious, how are you navigating this predicament of yours, having to face a guest team? You've been here so many times, but how, just walk me through your mindset, how foreign this is for you, taking on a team so stacked.
I was just telling Coach Al, I'm surprised Norman Black's not here. It seems like every time we go to the finals, we're playing Norman Black. But no, I mean, that aside, I think it's just really the idea that we're playing a so-called, and you know, don't seem very foreign right now, but a foreign team, a guest team, and I just think that's the motivating factor that is going to be the difference in this series as opposed to any other series that we've ever played. And again, that's just, you know, really exciting. It's out of the ordinary. It's different. You know, I've never coached against a coach like him, and Matt Switz and our players are, you know, haven't played against these kind of guys either. So it's all new, and anything that's new can be exciting, and we're all excited to come in here. To me, this is one of a kind. One of a kind. Yeah, we've done this before, but not like this. This is all one of a kind for us.
Thank you, Coach Tim. Question for Coach Brian. Coach, visiting here, staying here for a couple of months, you have to basically manufacture, you know, some support playing here outside of comfort of your homes, away from your family. Where are you planning to draw more momentum, I guess, or how are you gonna generate some you know, inspiration as you tread this 7-game series?
Sorry, the whole setup's really advanced and moved it along quickly. I mean, we've been living together, eating together, relying on each other in every aspect of life. You know, I mean, you even look at celebrating Christmas, experiences, losses, and wins. Everything that we've done here as a team has been a first meal together, first Christmas together, first basket together, first win together. So this camaraderie, this culture, and the opportunity to do this has developed quickly. And everyone talks about the stadium and the most popular team in the PBA and everybody against you. We're in entertainment. And playing, I've been in Australia where it's a third-tier sport. You're in a country where it's number one, and the stadium's going to be packed with passionate Filipinos cheering for their team. Nothing could be more exciting. So no excuses, all good. Everything's been really special about being in the PBA, being in the Philippines, playing in this competition, and playing against a team like this. So like Tim says, a dream for him, a dream for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Next question, please. Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Clyde Mariano, sports writer of Brgy.
All right. Let's hear it for James.
This question is directed to Coach Tim Con. Coach, this is for you. Coach, you are the most successful coach in the PBA. with long resume of achievements or titles. Now, based on the championship with the Bay Area Dragons, what is your prediction and forecast regarding the championship, Samuel? So, in Barangay Ginebra, overcome and survive tremendous pressures, and at the end of the day, emerge victorious?
Well, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope we survive it and can win it. That's the plan. We try not to look too far ahead. I think as coaches, we always try not to look too far ahead and try to stay with what's right in front of us. And right now, it's just our job in the last series was try to get to this Christmas Day game, and right now it's the Christmas Day game that we're playing. So it's just one game. We got one game to play, and that's the one we'll focus on. The bigger picture is, yes, you want to win that championship, but you got to win 4 games to get there. So, and it starts with one game. So all we got is this one game to play, and that's our attitude. Sorry to disappoint you on the fearless prediction, but I really don't have one aside from let's just get ready for game 1.
Ginebra resoundingly beat Bay Area Dragons in the elimination. Hindi Never Sila Kings reaffirmed their superiority against the Hong Kong-based guest team.
Well, there was a lot of things going on at that time. I think if people remember, they had just had to change the imports from Powell to their import now, Nicholson, and it was his first game, and he came out and just ripped us for 26 points in the first half, and but it was his first game, so they had to adjust to him. They also, he hadn't been used to playing a full 48 minutes. So there was a lot of things that went into that basketball game, and we were very, very aware of that. We know that we caught them on a good night. We played extremely well that night. We knocked down shots that we don't always knock down, and so basically at this point in our minds, we throw that game completely out the window. Don't even think about that game. And again, come in with just playing one game. We've seen them with San Miguel. We've seen them throughout the conference. We think we know how good they can be. And honestly, that's scary for us. But for one night, yeah, we actually played extremely well. And it'd be nice if we could do that every night, but we know we're not going to. It's going to be a battle. So, again, just that first game right there, Christmas Day, we'll worry about that one.
Coach, last question. You are the author of triangle offense. Can this strategy or formula works wonder against Bay Area, considering the fact that Bay Area has sizable height advantage?
Oh, they do. What I like about their team is that their lineup is so well constructed. They've got Glenn Yang at point guard. He reminds me so much of, they won't know who this is, but obviously we will. But he reminds me so much of Hector Calma in terms of directing. He's not going to go out there and look for his own stuff. He directs the team. He handles the team. They've got great wings in terms of Kobe Lang and Blankley. They can shoot it. They can put the ball on the floor. They can run the floor. Zoo is massively versatile at 6'9", long. And then they've got the import, of course, who has been absolutely dominant. We were looking at his numbers earlier. What is he averaging? 38 points a game in the last series. I don't want to embarrass you, but you had 38 points a game. You shot 61% from 2-point range and 51% from 3-point range. Who does that? That's massively impressive. And then you've got the big guy who, he can dominate. He gets to his areas. He gets to his comfort zone. He can dominate. So I'm just saying the lineup is really well constructed. They've got weapons in every position, and that's what makes them so tough. I think the thing that we're going to try to beat them with is our depth. Our lineup is 9, 10 deep, even 11. And over 7 games, we hope we can beat them with our depth. But yeah, you're right. They're big, they're well constructed, and they're going to be. We know they're going to be extremely tough. Thank you.
James, you're asking the forecast. Yeah. So I talked with the two coaches a while ago. We're changing the format. It's not best of 7 anymore. It's race to 11. So good luck, guys.
We'll be here until after Valentine's Day.
So the game will be once a month.
Once a month. Any more questions?
Good afternoon.
Ang sa initang isapan. Yes, please.
Sir, to Mr. Liu, Chuan Sing Liu.
Jimmy?
You in the semifinals, you went up against Junmar Fajardo. In the finals, you will likely go up against either Japet or Christian Standardinger. Just your thoughts about going up against these two big men.
还是从做好自己，从自己这边做好吧，然后从防守端更多的去帮助球队吧。
I'll just do my best, and especially on the defensive end, to do the best I can and help the team.
And Japet and Christian, just your thoughts about going up against a 7-5 player.
For me, I'm just happy that my team is in this position and we have opportunity to win another championship. I'll just do my best, and the team's success is my success. So I just do my best to help the team.
Christian.
He's definitely a great player. He's attacking and he's playing good defense. Obviously, with his size and length, it can bother you a lot, and he's changing shots. So a lot of respect to him. And yeah, just trying to give my best, just like Japet, and trying to help the team win as much as possible.
Okay, thank you. To Glenn, Sir Quinito mentioned earlier you played in the Spanish League. Can you just tell us what's the difference playing in Europe and playing here in Asia?
I mean, just different styles. I wasn't there too long, but yeah, obviously different styles, very tactical. Helped me get prepared for Coach Brian's system and adapt a little quicker. But different styles. It's all basketball at the end of the day, though.
Thank you. Next question, please.
This question is for Andrew Nicholson.
Andrew,
of course, throughout the conference, you're taking turns with Miles Powell. How does it feel that you're in this position to play in the finals? And would you just describe how did it felt that sometimes you're on the bench with Miles playing, and then all of a sudden you'll be playing for your team? So could you talk about your situation? How was it difficult for you?
In a sense, yeah, but I've always been ready. We kind of figured that it was only going to be one import playing in this conference at a time. Our second league that we're playing for, the ESL, requires 2 imports. So while he was playing, I was training, practicing, just staying ready, having a good time, enjoying the Philippines. And when my time was called, I just came in. And when the opportunity's there, all the work that you put in while you weren't playing just kind of pays off. So regardless if he's playing or not, we're both professionals. We're both working on our bodies, working on our craft, and just keeping the iron sharp. So it's been easy to transition into this because I've been doing this the whole time.
And Andrew, just your thoughts about your counterpart, Justin Brownlee. I think you won't be guarding each other because you're a much taller player, but just your overall thoughts about Justin Brownlee, your counterpart with Ginebra.
He's a great player. I played against him actually in college as well too. So we've played against each other a couple times. He's still as good as I remembered. You know, he's had a great career here over in the PBA. And we're just looking forward to a good showing.
So you faced each other before. Could you elaborate? Did you remember your game against him?
Yeah, we played each other I think twice. I think they beat us the first time, and then we beat them the second time. Over out in St. John's. So it was a long time ago. Once I knew that we were coming here in the PBA, I remembered his name and I remembered how good of a player he was, and he still is. So yeah.
Justin, can we get a reaction? Do you remember that game of yours against Nicholson?
Yeah, I remember. I think lost 1-1. If that, I can't remember if that was the case, but I do remember playing him. And yeah, he's been dominant, since college. I followed him when he went to the NBA, seen him get drafted and everything, and, seen him in Orlando with the Magic. And yeah, it's going to be fun, playing against him. I think we're ready for the challenge. Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
One more to Andrew. Andrew, if ever you're through playing for the Bay Area Dragons, would you consider playing as an import in the PBA?
You have to talk to my agent on that one. The price is pretty high, I'll be honest with you.
The price is right? If the price is right. We'll feed him more Max Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think that's it. Can I just ask my last two questions, one for Coach Tim and one for Coach Brian. Coach Tim, you had your experience with the Miami Heat in the NBA Summer League. Anything that you picked up from that stint that you're bringing over to the finals?
If I tell you, I got to kill you. Honestly, we were just talking, Coach Brian and I, he was with the Knicks at the same time I was with the Heat, so it was interesting. I didn't know that. To me, the experience with the Miami Heat, it wasn't as much as discovering a new way of playing basketball. It was more of discovering the way they handled their culture, the way they handled their players, the way they interacted as coaches. And watching all their preparation, how serious they were, that was really eye-opening for me. And yes, we have been. I think the players would know we've changed some things up in terms of our prep, and we brought a few things in, especially on the defensive side, that they do. But again, it was just. I think we just elevated our preparation. We've elevated our discipline. We elevated our culture after I went to the Miami Heat. That's what they're known for, and it was, like I said, it was eye-opening.
Thank you, Coach Tim. And my last question for Coach Brian. Coach, what are you more concerned about, Ginebra's depth or the Ginebra crowd?
Sorry, my voice is so loud and I talk so much. I say this again, we're involved in entertainment, and it's just great to be in a country where basketball is number one, and to be playing in front of passionate crowd is just, that's a plus. That's something to embrace. The depth of Ginebra is something you worry about. So the crowd, whether they're for you or against you, they're passionate, they appreciate good basketball, and that's something we train and practice for, and we're excited about. The depth of this team is another situation, something that and it is a 7-game series, so need to use my timeouts well.
Thank you very much, Coach Brian. I think that's it. Any more questions? Okay. Thank you very much, all you guys. But before you leave,